Me, sir, how you feel when you walk down the street and you see people staring at you?
Feels like I got something on my face and I need to wipe it off.
Like that?
Yeah.
You don't feel threatened or uncomfortable in any way when people stare at you? I mean, like for an extended amount of time.
I mean, I do, but it's not like I feel like I'm endangered or anything like that.
Not in any situation, you never felt endangered by it?
I have, but it's not like I've been frightened, to the point where it's just like scared, like for my life or whatever.
Why do you think people stare at other people while they're walking and minding their own business?
So they can have something to talk about.
Something to talk about? You think it's all drama?
It's always drama.
Do you think that when people stare at someone, they're thinking about robbing them or, attacking them in any way?
I wouldn't say that. I would just think they're just looking at them, seeing how nice they dress, and like trying to see where they work at, trying to get all up in their business.
All right. Do you think that is something that people do now, or it's just, normal?
It's just normal. People's always want to stare.
Okay. Can y'all tell me how y'all feel when you walk around and people stare at you for a long amount of time?
I find it a little bit strange, only because when you walk and you never kind of see eye contact with people. Like they'll look at you for a split second and just go about their business. So I feel like somebody looking at you for a long time is like they got a problem with you, they probably know you or something like that. But I don't want to jump to conclusions always to the negative. So I probably either go up there and say something like "What's up" or anything. If I know the person, I say "What's up." If I don't know them, I just either keep it pushing. If they say something to me, I address the situation at hand.
For me, it's kind of the same thing. Like if somebody's staring at me for a long time, it's either if I don't recognize them, I feel like either they recognize me or they think I'm up to something. And basically, like in Philly, like in urban areas, like being black, like I feel like people stare at you they suspect you to do something because you're black, or they suspect you to do something because of the area that you're from. So I just feel like it's not something that's cool. Like I wouldn't address it. Unless I would stare back at them, yeah, but like not for a while. I just would hope that they stop staring at me.
You just move on and keep going.
Just move on, keep it pushing.
All right. Do y'all think that people do this too much in Philly, or it's just normal now?
Nah, I don't feel like people do it too much in Philly. You probably see it like in the hood or something, like not really like in like this area right now, like where everybody walking and all that. It's probably like more like when you like by yourself, probably in the nighttime, something like that. People just looking for problems, but like it's not common here, so like I rarely see it, basically, yeah.
Yeah, to me it's not that common in Philly, like where I'm from, but like if you're by yourself, it's more common than if you're with a group of people. It's like somebody's just gonna see you, and I don't know, like they may be up to something. They may be looking at you to see what they can do to you, or like just looking at you to see if you're gonna do something to them. Because some parts of the city are more dangerous than other parts, but I don't think it's really that common.
How you feel when you walk down the street and people stare at you for a long amount of time?
I feel unwanted sometimes, a little strange, maybe shy sometimes, nervous about why they looking or why they staring too long. Maybe I might ask a question like, what you looking at, or why you staring at me, or what's your concern?
Do you feel like when they stare at you, it's threatening, or they're trying to attack you or any way, anything like that?
No.
Not all the time? Does it happen sometimes?
Just sometimes. That's why I say maybe I feel like unwanted or strange about something, or it make me turn around and want to ask them like why they staring, or what's their whole purpose of staring at me.
When you do feel uncomfortable, what do you do to get over that feeling?
Sometimes walk away, or write down my nervous thoughts, or even think about what I'm going to do next before I do it.
Okay. Do you think that when people stare, that's something normal we do in Philly, or people do it too much?
People do it too much.
What do you think we can do about that?
Maybe ask them why they staring, or try to figure out what they're staring at, or what's their main concern about staring at a person too long.
You think they would have a problem with that?
Some will, some won't, depending on the person's attitude and feeling.
Tell me how you feel when you walk down the street and people stare at you for a long amount of time.
I don't really pay attention to it all the time. Sometimes even when I do, I just don't pay it no mind. I just keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? It all depends what kind of stare it is.
How do I know what kind of stare it is?
From male or female, though.
What that mean?
I want the female to stare. You know what I'm saying? But the males, no. Like, what you staring at me for?
I mean, a female staring at you can cause problems, can it?
It all depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I had some bad encounter with her, and she's staring at me. Or if I don't know her, she might be staring for a good reason. You know what I'm saying? You know.
All right, I like that.